I woke up this morning and I saw so many freaking messages from you guys saying, have you tried Fenty Beauty yet? Have you tried Rihanna's makeup? Have you tried this? Have you tried this? Have you seen that? So I literally dragged my sorry ass out of bed, literally ran to my car, drove to the store. I hauled so freaking much. Might have got a little bit carried away. By a little, I mean a ton of product. It came to the grand price of £322. I do feel really guilty. I do feel a little bit sick, but it happened, and this is what I've got. I pretty much just bought one of everything they had that was suitable for me, and I'm pretty sure I bought all of the tools and makeup brushes as well. I am so freaking excited to get started and test out the Fenty Beauty products. I did my utmost best not to swatch any of these in stores. With that in mind, let's get started. Got the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. I'm just gonna take that out of the box and let's have a little look at the packaging. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter bottle, and this semi-opaque kind of sleek bottle with the lid is so stunning. I love this packaging. I'm just gonna open. Ooh, lid is just plastic. It doesn't have any magnets in it, and it does feel quite lightweight. I'm going to take some of that primer onto the back of my hand. Using my fingers, I'm just going to apply that primer over my skin. Ooh, this smells really good. It reminds me of a moisturizer that I used to use actually, which was a carrot cream. Literally felt like I was applying a really silky moisturizer. It didn't feel drying. My skin has just pretty much just taken it in, and it's left a really nice, almost slightly tacky base that should be perfect for foundation. And talking of foundation, I have the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. I have this in the shade 120. This is the third from the lightest. We have that really sleek, beautiful packaging. And to apply my foundation, I actually purchased two different tools. Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Precision Makeup Sponge, Rihanna's version of the Beauty Blender or the Miracle Complexion Sponge. The top is in fact flat, which could be good for getting into those hard to reach places. Also, one side has kind of had a big wedge sawn off. Did also purchase a foundation brush. This is the Fenty Beauty Full Bodied Foundation Brush. I think it is really cute so far. That is so sleek. Oh my gosh. That is stunning. I'm gonna run the precision sponge under the tap. It's now as soft and bouncy as a beauty blender. I'll use the sponge for this side of my foundation and the brush for this side. I'm gonna start by just taking some of that foundation on my finger and then slightly pressing that onto my skin. Trying to work out if I actually like it, because it's a mattifying foundation, a mattifying primer on. It just feels so dry. Found its way into every single pore on this part of my face and is definitely highlighting them and showing them for the whole world to see. I'm gonna move on to the other side of my face, and using my precision sponge, I'm just gonna bounce the blend. Okay, I feel like that's much better already. I do prefer how that foundation looks on the skin using the sponge than the brush. I really want to like this foundation, but I'm really not, and I feel really bad saying that. The shade range is incredible, but how that finish looks on my skin right now, I'm not really excited about it. Let's move on to concealer, contour, and highlight. This is the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Match Sticks Trio. I bought this in the shade Light 100, and we have the shade Linen, Amber, and Starstruck. Now, I did actually, in fact, first pick up the concealer by itself, and then the very kind sales associate pointed this one out and said that the concealer in this is exactly the same as the concealer you buy by itself. It's kind of made more sense for me to get. The cool thing about these products is that they're all actually magnetized, so you can just peel one off and then pop it back on. And I think that's quite a cool feature to make sure they all stay together. And to complement my matchsticks, I bought the Fenty Beauty Portable Contour and Concealer Brush. Pretty much the same identical packaging, except this one is a gloss packaging. Again, they're magnetized, so they all slot together. Let's take a look at the brush. The bristles are again the same kind of fluffy pink nudie shade. Let's start off with the concealer. We've got shade Linen. Take take that onto the back of my hand. Feels a little bit dry. I'm gonna use my finger and just press that concealer over my blemishes and pigmentation. Now I'm gonna move to the Fenty Beauty brush and just try and blend it out. Not really done anything. Let's just try and roll it straight from the bullet. Okay, that's a little bit better. I'm also going to be a little bit brave and take that concealer into the under eye area. Stupidly, I didn't actually buy a lighter stick, so I don't actually have an even lighter shade. And I'm just gonna blend. I would never usually use a concealer stick or a hard concealer like this for that under eye area, but I don't actually mind it. It's not the sleekest and smoothest of concealers I've ever tried. Again, it does feel quite dry, but it has applied and it has definitely made a difference. Applied much better, taking it straight from the bullet rather than applying it on my hand and then using my finger. It was definitely too dry for that, my mistake. I'm just gonna carry on just rolling that over those pigmented areas and then using my brush to blend it out. Once again, I'm going to take that concealer in the under eye area. Now that our concealer is applied, let's move on to contour. I have the Amber contour stick from the Light 100 matchstick set. Let's go for it. Ooh, this is a nice shade. Take that on my forehead and under my chin. Using the same contour and concealer brush, I'm just going to blend it out. That is such a nice shade. The shade of this contour stick is stunning. It is that perfect kind of cool toned contour where it just feels like a natural shadow that you've applied to your face. And to highlight, I have the Fenty Beauty Starstruck Stick Highlighter. This is such a stunning, kind of pinky pearlescent highlight. I'm gonna run this straight across the highest point of my cheeks and let's take a look. Oh, that's pretty. So pretty when the light hits it. It's not like one of those blinding Instagram highlights. Instead, what it's given us is that really beautiful pearlescent shimmer that when you turn your head, then it's noticeable. I have another product for you guys to see. The Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Kilowatt 3-Style Highlighter Duo. Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. Let's see what they look like. Palette looks beautiful. And when we open it, oh god, am I gonna break my nail? I literally can't open it. I literally can't do it. We're in. This is the Fenty Beauty Duo Highlight Palette. On one side we have the shade Fire Crystal and the other is Lightning Dust. This is the 120 Cheek Hugging Highlight Brush. Let's have a look. This brush has been specifically carved to fit the highest points of your cheeks. Going to take the shade Lightning Dust and just very gently run that along the highest points of my cheeks. I think I'd go to say that I prefer the Lightning Dust over the Star Stick. This one feels a tad more glittery. This one was slightly easier to blend. I'm going to go ahead and apply the other one, which is the shade Fire Crystal. I'm going to take that on top of that Star Stick. I was not expecting it to kind of just bam as much as it did. Holy shit. Blend that out slightly. That is not going anywhere. That is so shimmery. Oh my god, that's amazing. So we've got natural to bam. I cannot stop staring at it. That is insane. I'm going to take what's left on that brush and just run that across the highest point of my cheeks. Let's finish up that base with a touch of powder. I have the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Invisi Matte Blotting Powder. This is in the shade Universal, literally the only shade it comes in. And this is the palette. It's that kind of sleek, glossy white palette with the same Fenty Beauty logo on the top. Comes with just a little tiny puff if you like to just use a sponge to blot your skin. It's incredibly, is that a fingerprint? There's definite signs of a fingerprint touching the powder in this top corner here. I also purchased the portable top-up brush. Again, very similar I think to the concealer and contour and shimmer brush, I think, that we saw and opened earlier, could really be a very similar, if not the same product. Ooh, it is not. It's a very fluffy brush. I'm going to take my really cute portable top-up brush and just go ahead and blot any kind of shiny areas that may be on my skin. So here's the thing. As far as powder goes, especially a blotting powder, I don't really have any kind of oily areas. I also did, in fact, buy the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Invisimatte blotting paper. But again, I don't really need to blot anything right now. I will show these to you, obviously. Ooh, really cute kind of chamber that's got a little mirror on it. When you open it, pop your papers in there, pull one out, and then that fits through the grid system, and then you can just rip it off as and when you need it. That's genius. That is bloody genius. And you can also buy refills of this. That really does make me happy and excite me. The final product that I have for you guys today is the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Gloss Balm. This is the Universal Lip Luminizer. This has a bit of a mirror finish on the cap. Not sure I'm feeling that cap, to be honest. I get the fact that it could be used as a mirror, which would be super useful if you just want to pop your lipstick on, but it's on the lid and you can't really look at the lid if you're applying using the lid. Let's see what the actual product is like. Ooh, that is such a nice color. Oh my god, is that nice. Just looks so shimmery, so natural, so radiant. It literally looks like my lips, but better. It does feel a little bit tacky. I would kind of worry about wearing it on a windy day. All of this hair and a glossy lip probably wouldn't work out too well for me. I think this is my new handbag lip product because that is, I literally, I'm so shook. Rihanna doesn't actually have any brows or eye products in her makeup range yet, so I'm just gonna fill those in and I'll be right back. Finally, this is the finished look. It is an almost full face using Fenty Beauty by Rihanna. There were some products that I was super impressed with and literally blown away by. However, there were also products that I do feel a little bit disappointed with, and I was just hoping that I would love them, that I would adore them, and that they would work really well and I'd be really happy with them and I'd use them in like every video. Sadly, that didn't turn out to be the case today. Overall, I've had a super positive experience trying these Fenty Beauty products today. The staff on the concession stand in Harvey Nichols were kind, they were nice, they were not rude in any way. They were super helpful in helping me locate all of the products that I needed. I just feel like the foundation and concealer, they were just too matte for me, and that is the thing that hurts me the most because I really wanted to like these products. I think I'm just gonna hold out for the dewy or radiant version that hopefully, fingers crossed, I mean, like, I don't even know. I'm just gonna hope that they release one in the future. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Have you tried any of these products? And out of all of the ones that I tried today, which was your favorite? Do let me know in that comment section because I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you'd like to see more product reviews and testing videos, you can click here or here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!